so first I'm going in with my Smashbox water primer. I like to spray this on my face first, right after I've moisturized. It does keep my face nice hydrated, and mixed with my Smashbox Photo Finish primer. Sorry, I can't talk today. And mixing those together just really helps my foundation. For one, keeps my face hydrated, and it keeps my foundation staying all day long. For my eyes today, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Peach palette. I'm going in first with Peaches and Cream as my base, and I'm just going to put that all over the eyelid. Next, I'll be going in with Purée. It's kind of a terracotta brown, and I'm working that into the crease, and that'll be used as my transition shade, and I'm just using a crease brush to blend that. For the next shade, I'll be using Charmed, I'm sure, and it is a darker brown, and I'm going to be using that a little bit up into the crease, into the outer portion of the V, and I'm going to be blending that out to give it that smoky effect. Next, I'll be going in with the shade Luscious. It's kind of a champagne gold color, and I'm using that on the lid. I'm using that as a base only because it wasn't as pigmented as what I had wanted, and I didn't I went and I got my Too Faced glitter glue. I put it on the back of my hand. I put a little bit on my finger, and I just went all over the lid. I like to just be able to control it with my finger, put it where I wanted. I didn't want it to go all the way up into the crease. I just wanted it on the lid, and just to cover up the Luscious color. And the shade that I'm using in the Stila is called Smoldering Satin. And these metal eyeshadows, they're amazing. I love this color that I got. I do want to go back and I want to get a few more shades. And I just think that, for one, it lasts all day long. It does not move, especially with the glitter glue. You got to use the glitter glue. And this color is more of a gold, and so there is a few other shades that I would like to get to add to my collection. So that is it. Oh, I do go back in with Charmed, I'm sure, just to deepen the brown up a little bit more out into the outer V of my eye, and just make sure it's all blended. And the Stila. Next, I'll be going in with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. It is for normal to oily skin. I do use this foundation a lot. It is pretty much my go-to foundation, and it just makes my face look very flawless. It does last a very long time, and I mean, it's from the drugstore. You can't beat that. Next, I'll be going in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light Medium. I use this all over the face to cover up my under eye circles, and I use it on the bridge of my nose. I do have a little bit of darkness around my smile lines, so I put it there. Put some on my chin, my forehead, just to highlight some areas. And then I go back in with my beauty blender and I just blend it all out. my setting powder, I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. I'm going to be mixing the colors Lucid and Lyric together and just setting my under eye. I am going to I'm going to pack on a little bit and bake a little bit underneath my eye, only just to make sure that I don't want my concealer to crease. I don't want it to move. And I'm going to be setting it on the bridge of my nose, on the areas that I did use my concealer. Next, I'll be going in with the same palette and I'll be using the shade Sombre to contour. I'm going to be going in on the sides of my cheekbones. I'll be doing my jawline and I'll be doing my forehead. I don't do a very harsh contour only because I do have very high cheekbones, so my face already naturally has a line as if it's contoured. So I just kind of just enhance it a little bit more. After sweeping away all the baking I did, now I'm going to be going in with my bronzer. It's by Physicians Formula in the shade Light. And I'm just going to be giving my face just a little bit of sun. I haven't gone tanning, so I know my face needs it. So I'm going to pretend like I did go in the sun. For my blush, I'm going to be using the Tarte Risque. It's a 12-hour blush, and it's a very neutral, kind of just as if you're blushing a little bit is what I like to call it. And I just put a little bit on the apples of my cheeks, and it's a very neutral. I just wanted a little bit of flush of color, and I don't like something so dramatic, and I already am going a little bit overboard with the eyes there. Now I'm using my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I'm not big on doing brows only because I feel like my eyebrows are thick enough. I just fill them in to make sure that you don't see any, little gaps of any hair that hasn't grown in areas. And so I just fill them in a little bit, and this is in the shade Natural Brown. Next, for my highlight, I'm going to be using the Carly Bible palette, and I'm not sure what the shade is, but I'll list it below what I'm using, and I'm just going to use that to highlight. So I'm just highlighting the top parts of my cheekbones. I'll be doing the bridge of my nose and my Cupid's bow. I do like to go a little bit above my eyebrow just to kind of enhance it just a little bit. I mean, you couldn't go wrong with highlight, right? Now for my brow bone, I'm going to be using the shade White Peach from the Peach palette, and that's what I'm going to be using underneath my eyebrow. Then I'm going to go back in with the shade Purée, and that's what I'm going to use underneath the eye. I'm going to use that shade first, then I'm going to go back in with Charmed, I'm sure, and blend those two together and just blend them out. And I'm just going to be going in with the Marc Jacobs eyeliner in black. And you can use any black eyeliner for this kind of look. You don't necessarily have to use a name brand. For any of that I have taught you with this look, you can use drugstore, you can use high-end. It doesn't necessarily have to be the products that I used in order to achieve this look. So for my mascara, I went in with the Better Than Sex from Too Faced, and it is the waterproof mascara. I wasn't going to use any falsies for this look. I just wanted to, you know, just do several coats of mascara and lengthen my eyelashes. Sorry, my husband went to get my son, and it was the cutest little thing, so I smiled and looked. I don't think he saw that I was watching him. And so I just decided to use this mascara only because it does volumize my eyelashes, especially when you're not wearing falsies. But like I said, you don't necessarily need a name brand, you know, a high-end product in order to achieve the goal that you're looking for. There are plenty of drugstore products that, you know, you can achieve any type of look that you're looking for, and you don't need to pay the price for. So to finish this look off, I just went in with a clear gloss. I didn't want to do anything too crazy. I just wanted to keep it very natural looking. I didn't want to take away from the eyes. So this is the finished look. And if you like this video, please let me know. If there's any other type of video you would like to see, please let me know. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.